Ein herzliches Willkommen und Hallo zu einem weiteren Part Let's Play Tales of Berseria. Ich bin es, euer MC Muffix. Beim letzten Mal haben wir es endlich geschafft und hier Medusa gefunden. Die Schlangenlady, die ebenfalls ein Farron ist und inzwischen der 5. Farron, den wir nun gefunden haben, hat sich nicht wie sonst gezwungenermaßen der Abtei angeschlossen, sondern war, da sie eine überzeugte Anhängerin der Abtei dafür war, sich selbst die Schuld geben, dass ihre Tochter gestorben ist, von Bosheit überrannt worden ist und wollte ihr der Abtei helfen. Schließlich konnten wir sie überzeugen hier, dass die Abtei nicht so moralische Prinzipien hat und nun haben wir sie mitgenommen. Wir wissen natürlich jetzt, wo hier einer wieder der Mäuler von Innominat, also ein Schlund, der die Bosheit ist, entfernt worden ist, können wir uns denken, was bald mit Helvets passieren wird. Hoffen wir mal, dass wir das nicht miterleben müssen. Aber im Endeffekt fehlen uns jetzt noch 2 Farrons und dann können wir Innominat stoppen.
Well, I don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Let's slip through town and head for Titania before that changes. So this is your secret hideout. Once I get free, he won't stand a chance. You all had better sleep with one eye open. Look how worried I am.
Welcome back! That's Kamoana.
She's the same age as Diana. Did the Abbey really turn someone so young into a Therian?
Medusa, please, would you be able to talk to her?
Is this a trick?
Kamoana may be a Therian, but deep down, she's still a normal little girl who misses her mother. I can't do anything to console her, no matter what I try. But if it were you...
You okay? You can call me Medusa, all right? Do I scare you, honey?
A little, but not as much as Velvet and Dial. But don't you think I'm scary? I had a bad dream earlier. My mommy said I looked scary and that she didn't want me anymore.
She would never. Your mother would never think that about her daughter.
But how do you know?
Because I'm a mother too. Mothers always love their children, no matter what. No matter if we die. No matter how the world changes. There's nobody who loves you more in the world than...
It's okay. You don't have to cry. I hope Kamoana and Medusa won't have to feel so lonely anymore.
Yeah, trying to stop the waterworks gets old fast.
Listen, if it's not too personal, was your mother,
She's dead. I lost her when I was even younger than you.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's fine.
It just means we've got things in common. So no feeling sad and alone, okay?
Oh no, I'm fine. I don't feel lonely or anything, I swear.
What's gotten into you? You're so strange sometimes.
No, I'm not.
Eleanor, I'll have you watch over Kamoana and Medusa.
Yes, of course. I'd be honored. Thank you.
Are exorcists supposed to be so polite to a grand poobah of calamity or whatever?
Sure, why not? Besides, the Demon Lord ought to not trouble herself over such trivialities.
Velvet, Grimoire's calling for you. She says to bring Laphicet and meet her at the observation tower.
Got it.
We better get going then.
Ist es in Ordnung, wenn ich eine Weile hier bei dir bleibe? Klar. Du kannst auch länger als eine Weile hier bleiben, wenn du möchtest. Ich danke dir, Kamoana. Habe ich doch gesagt, dass sie im Endeffekt dann eine große, glückliche Familie werden. Dale, wie geht's dir? Ist dein Schwanz jetzt nachgewachsen? Jetzt vermisse ich wieder meine eigene verstorbene Mutter. Oh, Dale hat Tränen in den Augen. Ich würde so... Wieso haben wir eigentlich so wenig Sinn mit Dale und dem Rest hier unserer Truppe? Mütter sind wahrlich großartig gewesen. Sie stehen über jedem König. Außer natürlich dir, aber du bist ja auch nur ein Prinz. Du bist ja noch Prinz Percival. Wenn du ein König wärst, dann wird es anders mit dir aussehen. Nun gut. Erstmal sieht doch alles wieder schön aus. Freie Eierkuchen. Aber ich denke, jetzt kommen erstmal wieder die nächsten schlimmen Nachrichten, oder? So. Wo ist eigentlich der Rest von unserer Party, Mann? Wo ist mein guter Kurugone, Mann? Ich will ihm gefälligst wieder in die Augen schauen. Hört ihr, was Grimoire zu sagen hat? Wo ist denn Grimoire? Außenfahrt. Der hat uns entlarvt. Da wäre ein Event, da können wir eigentlich hinmarschieren. Wachturm. Ach, Leute, Mann. Ihr könnt euch nicht einfach in die Haupthalle hinstellen und sagen, hey, hier bin ich.
Do you all have mothers?
Where'd that question come from?
Well, after hearing that Velvet, Kamoana, and Eleanor all lost their parents, I just got curious.
My mother was a strict, frightening woman, but she died a long time ago.
I see. I have no parents either. But the wicked witch who took me in said I was born from a peach that floated down the river.
Coming from you, I'd almost believe that.
And you, Eisen?
We Malachim are formed from untainted mana. Sometimes humans are reborn as Malachim, but they retain no memory of their previous lives. In other words, we don't have blood relations like humans do.
I see. By the time I was aware of anything around me, I was already tethered and being called number 2. I suppose having no mother means I don't have any memories before that. I told Medusa that losing a mother is painful, but I can't know how painful it is.
Go easy on him, Eisen. He's just a kid.
I'm just telling it like it is. But listen to me, Laphicet. You can share deep connections with other people, even if you don't have a biological family. Malachim, too, can form precious bonds. True friendships, even family.
That's right. Your words wouldn't have stopped Medusa if they weren't true in your heart.
You really think so?
I'm sure of it.
It's far better than being a witch born from a peach.
Nonsense! There's no nobler way to be born! I have an everlasting friendship with a dog, a monkey, a pheasant, and Bienfu.
I hope he's right.
Okay, wenn alle Freundschaften so gut sind wie die mit Bienfu. Es erinnert mich irgendwie an Pippi Langstrumpf, Mann. Ich habe ein Haus, ein Äffchen und ein Bienfu oder so in etwa. Also wenn alle Freundschaften so gut sind wie die mit Bienfu, dann tut sie mir sogar ein wenig leid. So. Sind wir hier richtig? Ah, egal. Hier haben wir zumindest schon mal einen optionalen Dialog. Schon mal gut.
The construction of our hideout is proceeding so smoothly. About that retractable ventilation shutter. Please, let me make a new one. What? Why? We already installed it, and it works just fine. It's the hinges. When they move, it makes this unbearable squeak. I can hear it every time the wind blows. Oh, come on, that's nothing. Besides, anything we install is going to rust up once the sea breeze gets to it. More importantly, I'd love it if you made us a nice big pot and a frying pan, too. Not happening. I can't focus with that incessant squeaking. I can't work under these conditions. Fine. You can make a new shutter. but make us a pot and pan while you're at it.
Can I also fix that autonomous hunter-killer anti-personnel spinning blade engine I made the other day?
That too? But you said you were satisfied with how it turned out.
I was at first, but when I thought about it, I realized I forgot to install an off switch. So, can I fix it?
God, yes! Fix it before it kills us all!
Great. Okay. Shutter first, then...
Spinning death machine first!
Körper und Seele eines Mannes mögen vergehen, aber er lebt weiter durch sein Werk. Das ist eines der Wunder des Lebens, selbst für mich. Ich habe schon das Gefühl, wenn es nach ihm gehen würde, das ist halt einfach sein Dämonenblut, das da drin ist, Mann. Alles zu reparieren, alles immer perfekt zu machen und wenn möglich besser als perfekt. So, wir sind übrigens einen kompletten falschen Weg gegangen, aber ich wollte auch die optionalen Dialog hier haben. Schön, dass wir den bekommen haben. Hat mir sehr gut gefallen. Und jetzt so der südliche Wachturm, nämlich zum nördlichen Wachturm geht es da. Ich hasse diese blöde Festung. Ich komme immer noch nicht klar mit den Gängen hier. So. So. Dann hier. Dann. Na. Jetzt bin ich nämlich fast wieder in meine schöne Zelle gelaufen. In der ist es zwar heimelig und schön, weil ihr wisst ja, daheim ist immer am schönsten, besonders wenn es eine dunkle Zelle ist, in der wir 3 Jahre gelebt haben und uns vom Blut und den Überresten von anderen Menschen ernährt haben. Es ist leider so. Aber wir müssen leider woanders hingehen. Und zwar, wenn ich mich nicht ganz irre, hier lang. Kriegen wir das hin, Mann?
Malachim can have familial ties, but what makes you and your sister siblings if you're not related by blood?
Well, a very long time ago, I was born into this world from an earth pulse point up on a sacred mountain. I remained in that place for a long while, and then one day, she was born from the very same earth pulse point. Before we knew it, we had wound up living together under the same roof.
Are 2 Malachim always siblings if they come from the same earth pulse point?
No. The other Malachim were born there, but I never felt like they were my family. But something, I don't know what, was different with her. If she was sad, I'd feel sad. And if I was happy, she'd be happy too. She can be abrasive, but when she smiles, it's like nothing else. I swore to myself that whatever happened, I would protect her. I made a pendant from a stone on that sacred mountain and gave it to her as a lucky charm. Of course, she just wears it as a necklace.
And your pendant? Did she give that to you?
She had the same idea I had. She made the pendant herself and gave it to me as a good luck charm. Without either of us having mentioned a word of it beforehand, we each gave each other pendants in the same shape on the very same day. That's when I really knew that what I had felt all along was true. We were brother and sister.
Is that her in the picture?
Yeah. It's a self-portrait she drew for me on the day I left home.
Did you draw her a picture of yourself?
No. I don't exactly have an artistic side.
Well, I'm sure that if you looked inside her pendant, you'd find a portrait of the person who matters most to her.
I hope so.
Yeah, and it would be nice if it was you.
Magilo, das war jetzt echt nicht lustig, Mann. Wisst ihr, was das Traurige an der Sache ist? Wir haben diesen Anhänger gefunden in Systeria. Nämlich, da ist man diesen Bergpfad nach oben marschiert, wo dann schließlich ja ein Drache war. Und wir wissen ja leider inzwischen, wer dieser Drache ist. Und da hat man ein Medaillon gefunden, wenn ich mich nicht ganz irre. Nun gut, schauen wir jetzt erstmal, was Grimmer von uns will. Und kümmern wir uns nicht darum, dass Eisen zu einem Drachen wird und sterben wird. Was ich ziemlich traurig finde.
Ah, there you two are.
Hi, teacher. Have you made progress deciphering the book?
I have indeed. It turns out there was a second counting song. I've already transcribed it. Would you read it aloud for us, child?
Okay. When the 8 malevolences overflow, in the culmination of mankind's despair, Anominat will bring an end to all peoples and restore them to time immemorial. 4 Empyreans shall wield a wrathful sword and cleave the great devourer, 2 asunder to sleep beneath the earth, as scarlet moonlight illuminates the evil.
The nameless Empyrean hath one heart. The nameless Empyrean hath one body.
Oh, yet more delightful material to keep us awake at night.
If I'm understanding this right, it's discussing the specific nature of Innominat? That's what I believe, yes. When the 8 malevolences overflow in the culmination of mankind's despair, Innominat will bring an end to all peoples.
So, when the world is at peak malevolence, Innominat will use that power to bring an end to all. Is that it?
He's going to wipe out all of humanity?
Is that what the Abbey is after? Is that why they've been trying to bring back Innominat?
No. Artorius is not that kind of man. His 2 primary ideals are the many over one, and the restoration of order through will and reason. He sacrificed Laphi to protect this world, not to eradicate it.
You mean that's who he is as far as you know, yeah? People change, Velvet. Perhaps the shepherd gave up hope. Maybe he lost faith in mankind. Fools prone to sin, endlessly generating malevolence.
He's not like that. If that's all true, then what point was there in Laphi's death?
Is there anything else in that book?
Yes and no. This copy itself is incomplete. There ought to be further pages, but they're missing. For now, I've done all I can.
There must be an original somewhere, right?
Without it, I doubt the Abbey would be plotting Innominat's revival. We can be sure they have complete understanding of their Empyrean's nature.
But this was the only copy in the royal villa. If the original is out there, who knows where it could be?
It's getting pretty late. Why don't we call it a day?
Yeah, let's get some rest.
Let me sleep in her bed last night. She's warm for a snake lady.
That's great.
She's gonna help me take a bath now. You should come join us too. What? I couldn't. It's okay. I don't mind at all.
Hey, Kamoana. Did you know? Dial started to grow a brand new tail.
Wow, really? I want to see.
He's up at the observation tower.
Let's go see! Modessa, you too!
All right. But don't run, or you'll trip.
Thanks, Eleanor. I appreciate it.
Having some girl trouble, my little Malik?
I'm just glad Kamoana and Modessa are starting to feel better.
Yeah, they both still have a long way to go, but it's such a relief to see them smiling.
We've got bigger things to worry about. Hurry up and locate the next Earth Pulse point.
Right, okay.
Must you always be so blunt, Velvet?
I must, in fact. We're up against the Abbey here, and sooner or later they'll find this place.
That's true, but still.
Do we go find another hideout?
No, we'll keep on the offensive. We'll capture the remaining Therians before the Abbey finds us.
As a swordsman, I can respect that mindset.
I'm not so sure we could hold this place anyway.
We've got no obligation to.
I found another Earth Pulse point. It's in the eastern part of Eastgand, I think.
But that's... all right. We're headed for Eastgand.
Then our first stop should be Port Taliesin.
Grimoire always looks like she never wants to do any work, but despite all her grumbling, when she starts a job, she gets it done, and quickly too. She's frank, but she still takes care not to say anything to hurt anyone's feelings. I have to say, I like that in a woman. It's charming.
Well, sorry if I'm inconsiderate and charmless then.
I didn't mean it like that. You're all still so young and have led different lives. Can't fault you for being you.
Well, if you're saying we lack a certain air of maturity, I might not disagree.
that's for sure. It's true Lord Artorius has scolded my lack of composure at times.
Although I do get the impression that Grimoire has been dependable like that since she was young.
And it's a good impression at that. Old Grim's been that way since the day she was born. I hate to admit it, but her combination of insightful words and deadpan expression has charmed the hearts of many a Moloch. At her peak, she had a fan club 8,848 members strong, and her dinner shows would sell out the day the tickets went on sale. Malachim came by the droves to doze off listening to her live readings of ancient books.
Wow! I had no idea she was so popular.
Yeah, she's even a regular feature in Who's Who Among Norman.
Now that I think about it, I could see how a person could interpret her lethargy as patience and her vague dispassion as maturity and poise. Compared to her, I'm just...
Were you just trying to imitate her?
No, I didn't mean to.
Whether you meant to or not, that kind of felt like her just now. I can see it in you, waiting to be awakened, that sophisticated charm.
Me? Sophisticated and charming? I don't know.
Try talking like her. You know how she lets her sentences trail off. This is your make-or-break moment here.
All right. I think I know what you mean. Here goes nothing. Oh... What do you think, Laphicet? Do I sound like her?
It feels a little off, but you're definitely doing it. I think.
Aw, you don't have to grow up, Madam Eleanor. You're cute just the way you are.
You stay out of this, Bienfu!
When mankind's despair reaches its pinnacle, Enominat shall reach out and bring an end to all.
So that song bothers you too?
No matter how many times I read it, I don't see any good in it.
Understanding that ancient tongue is difficult, right? Perhaps there's another interpretation? Maybe the end to all actually means an end to all human suffering, for example.
That is a possibility. But we're far too lacking in material to know anything for sure.
We need the other half of that book, or some other text on Enominat.
We don't have the time to search for it. Wouldn't even know where to start looking.
And don't forget that that book is just a copy. Whoever transcribed it might have made an error, too.
That's an unexpectedly sharp insight coming from you.
I'm an expert at errors. When Miss Magilu made me copy magic tomes for her, I did it pretty half-heartedly.
Didn't that cause a lot of problems?
Well, when she tried to cast a spell from one of the tomes, the spell exploded in her face. It's really her own fault, though. She told me to copy 100 books in 3 days! That's impossible!
Oh, how cruel!
Cruel is right! That witch is a real devil, I tell you! A slave driver!
Bienfu, let's go somewhere a little more private, shall we?
Miss Magilu!
Hush now. There's no need to worry. I'll make it a half-hearted punishment. Not that I really care, but who ended up winning the fishing competition when we were trying to catch a Therian?
Man, that was a while ago. I lost because I came away with nothing.
No, it was a draw. As I'm sure everyone remembers, all I fished up were octopus demons. We were competing over who would catch the Therian. Demons didn't count, so my score was 0-2.
No, the loss is mine, and I'm not giving it to you.
That's not just something you can up and decide like that. In fact, by fishing up those octopus demons, I put everyone in danger. That should count for negative points. I lost.
Who cares? It was all in fun.
I care. Every competition must have a winner and a loser, no matter what. That's just how I see it.
Yeah, I'm with Eisen on this one. It doesn't do anyone any good to make the final results murky.
I can't believe I'm going to do this. Eisen, your curse would mean that the odds were stacked against you from the start. That doesn't make for a fair competition, does it?
Yeah, she's got a good point. We'll just have to settle the score some other way.
What can you guys do? Play cards? Chess? What?
Cards are a no-go for me. I'll just end up drawing jokers.
And I can play shogi, but I don't know chess.
Then what about arm wrestling? Would that work?
Whoa, whoa! Having a demon and a Moloch clasp hands is just asking for trouble with malevolence.
You're both adults, so why not a drinking contest?
That's it. If we have a drinking contest, we'll be able to compete on an even playing field.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. I'll have the crew bring out the drinks.
Well, that's one way of resolving it, I suppose.
Whatever gets it done. I'm not gonna complain.
If you guys are gonna have a drinking contest, you're gonna need some tasty snacks to go with all that alcohol, right?
Definitely. Let's go out and fish us some snacks.
Yeah, let's take out the little boat. We can even pick up where we left off our fishing competition.
Didn't we just figure out he can't really fish?
We were just about to finally resolve this mess. Why'd you have to go and stick your nose into it?
What? Why are you yelling at me? I didn't do anything wrong!
Hey Leute, Mann, die Skits werden immer besser, Mann. So eine grandiose Skits. Aber Leute, die beste Skit war immer noch, wo Eisen mit seiner Insel erzählt hat, wo er gesagt hat, hey, er baut sich seine Insel, solange er seine Tunnels bekommt, Mann. Aber das war auch wieder eine sehr coole Skit, Mann. Okay, Leute. Ganz wichtig. Jetzt können wir cruisen. So eine verdammt lustige Skit, Mann. Okay, Leute, sprechen wir noch ein bisschen mit der Crew und dann geht's los.
Hey, get this. I was out fishing the other day, when before I knew it, I'd wound up near a Class 4 island. Once I realized what was happening, I tried to turn the ship around, but then it got dark all around me.
Was it a sudden storm?
I wish. It was this great monstrous bird. Damn thing had wings big enough to cover up the whole blasted sky.
That sounds like a bit of a stretch to me.
You think I'm lying? Then check it out for yourself. You just might not make it back alive.
A huge bird.
This island's really something. No way I'd want to go to prison here, but it'd make a great hideout. If I'm gonna be left in charge of this place, I'll turn it into the best hideout ever.
You're in charge?
Someone has to look after this place while you're all running around, maintaining the ships in the base, watching the Prince and Medusa, keeping Kamoana company. I'll keep this place running ship-shape, so that you all can focus on looking for the Therians.
But those are just odd jobs anyone could do. You're a navigator. Isn't that a waste of your talents?
You dolt! These are important tasks! Someone's gotta do it! We've got another navigator, but is there anyone besides me that could handle all of this by themselves? Besides, ever since I lost my tail, my balance has been off. The seasickness is killing me!
That's your story and you're sticking to it? Tell the truth. You don't want to come because you're afraid you'll be hurt again.
No, that's not it at all.
Ja, der alte Teil hier. So, lala, okay, Leute, dann würde ich sagen, beim nächsten Mal geht es dann wieder raus in die weite Welt. Und wir werden dann hier um weitere Abenteuer leben. Doch davor strecken wir uns noch ein bisschen und machen einen kleinen Cut und beim nächsten Mal geht es dann hier weiter mit Tales of Berseria. Bis dann und auf Wiedersehen. Ciao.